Hello everyone and welcome to the Honest Review. Today we are finally getting around to reviewing the Xbox Elite V2. Now I can already see the comment section. Air Bear, you're late. And to you I say, we're never late. We are always right on time. You guys asked for it, here it is. My thoughts and opinions on the Xbox Elite V2. I'm actually happy that we didn't review this controller right away because we have some good feedback for you guys on this device. And speaking of feedback, how many of you guys out there own the Xbox Elite V2? Let us know in the comment section below. How is that thing holding up for you? I love that our comment section just turns into a complete review of these products and the lifespan of their usage. It's great. Although the Elite V2 may resemble the Xbox Elite V1, it truly has been redesigned from the inside out. I can't stress that enough. They said they put great care into designing this controller, and once you get to using it, it shines. You can tell they really paid attention to every detail. There's a whole bunch of improvements on the existing features of the Xbox Elite V1, and then there's a whole new feature set and goodies that have gone into this controller itself and the software. So for the sake of time, we're just going to cover everything that's changed in the Elite V2 coming from the Elite V1. And then we'll talk about all of the upgraded features and goodies and how this all translates to the user interface and software. And we'll wrap it up with talking about the current state of Elite controllers for Xbox players. First and most importantly, yes, this is going to be compatible with the Xbox Scarlett, the next gen Xbox. You're covered. So unlike its predecessor, the Elite V2 is completely Bluetooth compatible, meaning you don't need adapters for all of your different devices that are compatible wirelessly with the Xbox Elite. It's ready to go. It's all built in. Now, the way this controller charges has changed. They've gone to a USB Type-C charger, so there's no more fumbling around in the dark when you're trying to plug this up. And also they built in a charging station into the case itself, so you can just pop your controller right onto that charging station, and then in the back you'll be able to run a wire in through this port. Another little bonus is that you can just use this charging dock independently from the case. It comes right out and you can set it up on your desk or gaming station and you're good to go, ready to charge wherever it's placed. Keep in mind this charging station is not a battery bank, so it will need constant power to charge the controller. The grip has been updated. It now wraps all the way around the front of the controller and up the sides. This is crucial for maximizing your hand contact to the grip on the controller. It definitely does its job very well, and you can feel that textured grip all along the sides of your fingers and the front of your palms. It makes perfect contact, and I like the update. Another small tidbit that they added is this textured finish on the triggers. It's not actually a rubberized grip, but it is just a nice little texture to add some comfort and control. Now, they did fully black out the Elite V2 controller. There's no more accents at the top and the trim. The only thing that is not blacked out on the controller is the removable, swappable thumbsticks. It has more of a stealth look to it. I like it, it's clean. But the top and back section of the controller are bound to get covered in fingerprints one way or another. This stuff is an oil magnet, the soft touch grip at the top, in the front and the rear. Just expect it to get messy. Now, the paddles in the back have been shortened coming from the Elite V1, and they changed the actuators. So you will notice a change if you've used the Elite V1. These actuators are actually gonna require a little more force to press. It's not that big of a difference, but anyone who used the Elite V1, you could tell right away. It's a little more tactile, a little more clicky and firm, and I like it. This is a good change. They bragged about this, the Xbox developers did anyways, that they redesigned this from the inside out all the way up to the actuators. Placement of the paddles is solid. I praised the Elite V1 when we reviewed it. I'll have a link up there. Even someone with slightly smaller hands could get good use. If you have really large hands, you will find that your fingers go over multiple paddles in the back. You'll have to just use more of your hand to take up those side grips to get a comfortable feeling in the back. But overall, the usage aspect of it is perfect. So if I only find myself using a couple of these, they just magnetically pop in and out. It's super easy to customize. I love it. So if I only preferred the lower paddles, I could do that. If I only preferred the top paddles, I could swap them out. no problem. So on the Elite V1, we only had 2 customizable profiles, and there was a little toggle switch to go back and forth between them. Now we have a button press on the front that rotates via this front light through 4 different profiles. Now, the 4th profile is locked and you cannot edit it. Even though there is technically 4 profiles, that 4th profile is a stock controller configuration. You'll notice that none of the lights on the front will be turned on, and it means that the paddles in the back are completely disabled. So your controller will be operating completely stock on that 4th profile, but the other 3 are fully customizable up to you, and these front indicator lights will tell you which profile that you're on. Another really important update, besides the little charging station and the update to the USB Type-C, is that it now has a built-in 40-hour battery life. This is awesome. No more fumbling around with AA's and recharge packs. You're just good to go. It's all built in and you get plenty hours of use. God as my witness, Xbox developers have been watching our YouTube channel. I swear on everything. These guys are watching our vids. So they now have 3 adjustable thumbstick tensions built right into the thumbstick module itself. This is awesome. We haven't seen this from anyone else. That highest tension setting is supposed to be reminiscent of the Xbox 360 thumbstick tension, and a lot of people love that OG controller feeling. My favorite out of the 3 settings is the highest thumbstick tension. I feel like it gives me more control whenever I'm like tracking or trying to flick to targets or doing gradual aiming. It feels really good to me, but use whatever feels best to you. Try them all out and you'll find your sweet spot. We have been preaching about increased thumbstick tension and adjustable thumbstick tension for the longest time on this channel. It is so awesome to see this finally implemented professionally into an Elite controller. Now, they did update the adjustable hair triggers in the back, so we can have a full range of motion if we want. We can go down to a half press, and we can go all the way down to a hair trigger with a fast reset time. They really only added in that 1 setting. It used to just be 2. I think that this is a great adaptation. Some people, I think, are going to favor having that little bit of press and that feel of completion of bottoming out in the back before they reset that trigger. Hair triggers, though, are most useful in shooter games when you need a fast reset for semi-automatic weapons. So the goodies that we get with the controller has actually changed. We have 2 concave thumbsticks here without the rubber texture on the sides, and then the OG thumbstick here with the rubber texture on the sides. And then we actually have a domed thumbstick here, really meant for the left-hand side to be your running thumbstick, and it has little ripples in it to help increase your contact for control. And then we have the heightened thumbstick here, and it still has that OG design. It's concave with the texture on the sides, and this is actually meant to be an aiming thumbstick. So to simulate control freaks, you have a heightened axis here that you aim with. Great for shooter games. And then we have our D-pad, which is faceted, but we can change this D-pad with the standard layout. All of these swappable attachments are magnetic, so they just pop right on and off. There's no hassle or frustration. However you want to customize it, it's quick and easy. All right, on the software side of things, they did completely redesign the software, but you still have your old bag of tricks. So tasks like completely remapping the front of the controller or any inputs you want to these back paddles, yeah, it's all built in. But there is a new trick that they have added called the shift button. So the way the shift button works is I can make one input on my controller, whether or not it's a face button or a back button, a designated shift button. And what this does is it allows every other input besides that one shift button that we program to be a completely different action or macro, meaning we have a whole different set of commands or actions that we can map to any of these other inputs, so that when we press the shift key, I can start recording or take a screenshot or start live streaming or turn up and down the volume on my TV. That is awesome user utilization that people want. And I think that this was a great addition, adding the shift key in the software to let people have more control and ease of use to complete the tasks that they do every day on their console. I gotta say that that is an amazing improvement to the user interface for the Elite V2. So is the Elite V2 worth upgrading if you're coming from the Elite V1? And to all of you who have Elite V1s that still work out there, keep using it. Use it until it doesn't work anymore, because essentially you have all the remapping functionality that you could ever need. And when it's time to go next gen, you could pick this up for an easy upgrade and it would definitely benefit you. The fact that this is compatible with the Xbox Scarlett, that's huge. But I can't really justify coming from the Elite V1 if it still works. How does this stack up to its competition, like the Scuff Prestige or the Razer Wolverine Ultimate? What do you really gain from using this controller? And first off, it's guaranteed to work with the next gen Xbox Scarlett. That's super important. Next is that they are not going to have the compatibility that this has with all of the current Xbox console software and the future software. I can see those controllers struggling to keep up with this because of how much is pushed into this product, but I can't speak for the lifespan of the Xbox Elite V2. I don't think anyone can. We're only at what, like the 2 months since release mark. We're not gonna know how well this thing is actually built until it's 6 months down the line and 9 months down the line. Although it does come with a 1-year warranty, standard for everyone who gets it, we still don't know. And that's my stance on it. That's how I view these Elite controllers. And keep in the back of your mind, there is this constant stigma that has become somewhat of a reality for Elite controllers with extra inputs on the back, that they just have a really short lifespan. It's been seen throughout all of my review videos, and we have a lot of them, okay? So whether or not it's Astro, Scuff, Nacon, they all have their quality issues, and everyone chimes in the comment section. And the sound off is amazing because the stigma is real. The lifespan of these Elite controllers is a struggle, to say the least. All right, guys, my thoughts. Do I think it's worth it? Yes. With the warranty that it has and how much is built into it, this is probably the most customized, feature-rich Elite controller that I've ever tried. And it sucks because we just reviewed that Sony back button attachment, and that's the first thing that PlayStation 4 players are getting for Elite controllers. And to just see and use something this well-designed for Xbox players, really, it's awesome. Again, I cannot testify for the lifespan of these controllers just yet. And before we forget, we have a giveaway running on a USB microphone, the FI Fine K678. We're gonna be giving this thing away on our Twitch channel. Link will be in the description below. It's going to a completely random lucky winner in the chat. Don't forget to follow us on Twitch and hit notifications so you don't miss that live stream. Undoubtedly, there's something that I missed about this controller. I can already think of one thing I missed. The Xbox button is now clicky instead of mushy. That's how much is built into this controller. So if you think there's something important that I missed, just sound off in the comment section below. I do hope that this video helped you. If it has, please don't forget to like the vid, subscribe to the channel, share the content. Notification Squad, you guys freaking rock. I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Peace.